Omri, show me candidates in the north of England.
Showing candidates for Watford.
Omri, show me candidates for the northwest.
Showing candidates for Manchester.
No, that's not what I want. Omri, show me candidates for Cumbria.
Showing candidates for Wales.
Show me candidates for Cumbria.
I'm sorry, I do not recognise that location.
Just show me who to vote for.
Okay, here are some videos of who you can vote for.
Thank you very much. We are the political party for the United Kingdom. If you are in education today, we promise to look into developing our education system. If you are ill, we will promise to look at the NHS. If you are worried about economy, we promise to look at eliminating the deficit. If you want somewhere to live, we promise to look into housing development. If you're worried about the environment, we promise to look into climate change. Worried about terrorism, we promise to look into our defence budget. Concerned about border control, we promise to look into immigration. Can't get anywhere fast, we promise to look into our transport system. If you have a job, we promise to look into raising your minimum wage. If you're retired or looking to retire, we promise to look into pensions. If you're young, you don't vote, so we don't care, frankly.
What do you think the video is about?
The video to me is about politicians making empty promises.
I think it's about politicians and say they're gonna do a lot of stuff, but like they try and say they'll do a lot of stuff for us, but in the end they don't go through with it.
I think it's showing that all the politicians are the same really, and they just do what the popular vote is.
I think that this video shows the representation on how politicians and anybody in government are relatively the same and just say and do the same things.
I think it's trying to show that all the politicians sort of go on about the same thing all the time, and people can't see the difference between them, at least on the media.
I think this video is just really giving us a clear image of what politicians are like these days, where they'll all just say exactly the same sort of stuff but slightly differently, but they'll all make out as if their ideas are unique and the best choice for the country, but they're all really no different.
Will you vote this election?
I don't think I will be voting.
Why?
Just I think all the parties that the video shows, they're all saying the same thing.
Last time I voted for Lib Dems, when they put the tuition fees up, it put me off going to university, so I won't vote for Lib Dems again, and it's hard to trust parties again.
Do you think that their campaigns are fake?
Yeah, a lot of it, because you see when they're visiting factories or whatever, they like put the fluorescent coats on to try and look like with the normal people.
And what do you think about Cumbria in terms of politics, do you think?
I think it's quite neglected. You never see many big faces around here. You get the local MPs, sure, but you never really get any heavy hitters in political parties coming around here. They always seem to go around Manchester or Newcastle or Scotland, places like that.
What policies would make you interested?
Like more opportunities for like jobs and apprenticeships. Like there's not a lot, particularly in Cumbria, for like creative jobs, and because a lot of it's more to do with science or Sellafield, which is good, but it would be better to have a mix.
Would you say it's been a struggle for you as a creative person?
Yeah, because since I left college you can't really find opportunities in Cumbria.
I think that they should stick to what they say and actually put it into action when they come in power.
What sort of pledges would you like to see the different parties making?
Maybe caring about young people's opinion more, because even though they don't vote as much, maybe it's because they don't make the policies to make people interested in the first place.
What do you think would make young people want to vote?
I think for starters they should definitely make an app for it, considering we're a much more digital generation. I think making an app or something like that would help reach out to young people a lot better. Also, I think showing up at festivals and stuff like that is a lot way to reach out to lots of young people all at once, because you see them at festivals a lot these times, especially during the summer.
When I was at school, it was sort of a very brief insight, but nothing how really the system works, because I'm fairly cloudy on it. I know bits, but not enough to make a well-educated vote.
It's a matter of young people voting and taking their time to learn about it more. But if we learn about it more and we give more to them, then I think they should listen to us more and not listen to like older people.
So you think there needs to be changes on both sides?
Yeah, I think both of us need to learn more, and because we're the future of our generation, we should be educated more.
My one bit of advice for politicians is that try and get the younger generation to vote, because it really does matter.
What would inspire you to vote?
I don't know what would really inspire me to vote. I haven't really got a clue. Nothing so far that they've done has inspired me, but I do want to vote, because if I don't vote and something happens that I don't like, I really have no right to complain about it.